name the show Numero Deuce or Dose. I was telling you, I'm reading. Yeah, well, I was telling you, I was reading a book called Black Sun, and a lot of this shit's in Latin. A lot of lines like that. At your phone or I don't know. Never mind. God damn, it sounded better in my head. Had a good day. Good job.
Got some shit done.
Well, fuck, I take the top right now. We talking about. Last time I tell you about was the I think that we living in a world like full of ego. Everybody got big egos and shit. Not a lot of people are conscious. Not a lot of people are smart. I said so. It go with the like the devil versus like God and shit. And it'd be like, yo, first, neither one of those things they're not real, but they're real. It's really weird. Cause it's like, yo, reading the books, when you go back to like the ancients and shit, reading their books and shit, it's like we hold both. We both hold, it's like a concept, like our conscious and our ego is constantly battling. Our ego is like evil, it's like the devil. Our ego is, like I said, ego makes the king. You disagree with me, I'm off at your head. You know what I'm saying? A conscious person is gonna want to care for everybody and shit like that. So a lot of people, I'm looking like, yo, a lot of people have ego, a lot of people are mad. A lot of people don't care about nothing besides what they get. You know what I'm saying? We gotta share, man. I like doing this. We gotta connect with others, share and have a good time with others, and not be selfish. We gotta be more selfless. That's what I try to be. For me, I try to be more selfless, man. That's why I say to you, the other day when you was like, yo, you gotta be on time. And I was like, yo, my time is not my time. I'm selfless. I'm like, yo, I can say I'm gonna be here at 4, but then at 3 o'clock when someone calls me and like, yo, can you help me do something? I'm like, yeah, I can help you. Or what happens a lot is this: I'll go meet up with somebody, and then on the way to leave, have a destined for. On the way to leave, we start to have a conscious talk where we get real deep, and it's like, yo, I know I'm supposed to be gone, but this conversation, so it seems like it's more important.
Yeah.
So that's why I'd be like, yo, my time ain't even mine. Because any given time, someone can call me in the evening, and I'm available, but I gotta come. So I'm trying to be more selfless. And in doing so, though, I feel like I'm blessed in return, because I kind of that's a balance too. Because for me, I ain't gotta work. What my job is to entertain, make music, talk, clothes, got crystals and shit, all kind of shit. So it's like I think being selfless adds to it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're there for other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Most of us are selfish, man, whether we try to be or not, you know. It's easy to be selfish, you know, it really is. Because everybody got their own shit that they're consuming with getting done, you know what I'm saying? Or oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, you know, I gotta go home and study, or I gotta meet, you know, I gotta go into work early, you know, like for instance, like tomorrow I'm going to work early. I don't gotta do that, but that's something you get inside your head that you gotta do. So it's like somebody hits me up, if I gotta be at work at 5, somebody hits me up at 4, I know I'm not going to be done before 5. I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
But see, and I don't want to do that. But you have to be selfish.
Yeah. Because you're restrained though. That's the difference between I said, because you got restraints. They're like, yo, you got to be at work at 5. Fuck it. If you got to be at work at 9, then you got to be up at 7.
Yeah.
So that you're on time to be at work at 9. Mm-hmm. That's like I said, that's why I try to, like, yo, doing shit independent, like, it's a risk. Obviously, you know, the money may not be the same. The money is not dependable. You know, this week I can make 500, but next week I can make nothing. So it's like it's a risk. But like I said, something like that, though, you have more control over your life. Like I said, I like what yo. When you say you're gonna do something, I'm thinking, you know, in my mind, because when I say I'm gonna do something, it's gonna be like I got so much. I'm gonna do it later. When you say you're doing something, like I'm doing this shit today. So I gotta get more like that. You gotta get more like that. Because you get shit done immediately. Like, motherfucker, see you one day, I'm gonna do this, and then you come back the next week and this shit's already here. You're already doing it. Like, yo, this shit crazy. I ain't like, that's not how I work. I don't work like that. I said, when I say I'm gonna do something, it's gonna be like, yo, don't expect it tomorrow. So I get so mad. It's like, yo, but you said, nigga, it's coming. Like the dragons, nigga, like the big war in fucking Game of Thrones, nigga, it's coming. Just give me a second. It's gonna be there. Just look.
I didn't used to, bro. Ever since, you know, that shit last year, that, you know, experience or whatever you
That's what I call it, experience.
Whatever you want to call that shit.
Experience.
Ever since then, that's why, like I said, man, I struggle a lot with it, you know. But at the same time, I wouldn't trade it because it's hard. It's weird because I don't know. I just feel more in tune with myself. You know what I mean? Like there's all like what I think it was, man, is I think it's like you said, consciousness or like my conscience. I don't even know if I'd call it consciousness or consciousness, but it is. But it's like your conscience, right? So my conscience never used to really say shit to me. Like it would, you know, don't do this or do that, but that'd be it. Now it's like I wake up, motherfucker in my head. All day in my head, you said you was gonna do that, go do that. I'm like, yeah, but no buts. You know what I'm saying? But that's, I got like my fucking dad talking to me or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what you talking about?
I'm a grown ass man, but my grown ass man self is saying be a grown ass man.
You know what you're talking about.
And that's just the way it is.
That's what it is. They said I read the books, and the books we talking about, like I said, it's just they said what it is that we live in a world that's based on ego. So our consciousness don't people be like, yo, I'm woke. That's an idea. Like I said, but to be woke is not necessarily to be like, oh, I'm gonna take care of this or I'm gonna. Like, nah, it's not even about the beads or the crystal. It's about just compassion, caring, empathy for others. That's what being conscious is. Instead of like, yo, we built on ego. We built on mine. This is mine. Don't do this to me. Don't do that to me. If you say you're gonna be here, you told me he's gonna be here. I don't care what's the way the world is. But then when you have an experience, and then you get it's like we have a low developed ego. No, a low developed consciousness. We have a high ego, but underdeveloped consciousness. We don't know. We're not taught how to think in school. We're taught how to think like this.
For ourselves.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're not taught how to think for ourselves. We're taught to like, yo, when you're in school,
or for the world you're in, you mean?
Yeah. Like, so look, you go to school as a kid. You're in school. Read a book the way I say read a book, and interpret it how I interpret it. Because you know, everybody read something and get something that's different out of it. You know what I'm saying? Right. But no, nigga, I don't care what you got out of it. Read it and interpret it how I say interpret it. If you don't, you failed. If you fail, wrong. You're not even just wrong, you're embarrassed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never feel, that's really just why I got to high school, mom was like, yo, it's up to you if you want to be here or not. You want to fail and be left behind, whatever, nigga, you're going to be left behind. I never wanted to be like, yo, I'm a freshman this year, and then next year I'm a freshman, all the homies are all in 10th, or I'm in 10th, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's an embarrassment. But it's like, yo, so we're forced to think and be a certain way. We're forced to. No one wants to get picked on. Everybody want to be loved, so we click on people that's like us. And if we don't have a click, then people that's getting bullied and picked on and shit. So it's like that's the way we're raised and shit. So we're not raised to have compassion for others. You know what I'm saying? Our moms might be like, yo, be nice, but every time I see my mom, she's cussing out somebody.
Right.
So you tell me to be nice, but I see opposite. So what do I think nice is then? You know what I'm saying? If you say be nice, and I'm looking at you like you're supposed to be nice, and you're doing this, then this must be nice. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. But it goes to, like I said, a certain point, at a certain point, I feel like your ego goes to either it has a limit. Everything has a limit. And at a certain point, maybe the attitude you have is exhausting. I'm tired of having this attitude. I'm tired of my life being like this. I'm tired of all this shit. And that's when that shit comes in, where conscience comes in, where it's like helping you, like, look. You don't gotta be like this. You don't have to be like this. You can do something else. Like, yo, there's more to it. You just think about it. Come talk to me. That's what in your head. It's like, yo, come holler at me.
I'm just gonna grab the bottle instead of going back and forth.
Okay. That's that shit though. Sometimes I feel like, you know, life could be just so simple. Not for real though, but it could be. It's just so we in a constant battle, man. Constant war with one another, with ourselves. And it's like we don't never take the time to just be to ourselves, to be by ourselves. So we always distracted by other things, whether it's that's the big enemy. Is the do it over there. You do it over there. You do it over there on the table right there. Yeah. So it's out the way and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But no, that's it. I think the biggest like yo. Oh yeah. Before I get to my soliloquy or my dialogue, my part in the story.
So this room's almost done, right? It's getting there. It's close. You know what's next? That
The strips.
Yeah, I mean, what's
Like this bitch up like Christmas, man.
yeah, that too. But I mean, after this room, like this room's close. I'd say I got like 2 or 3 weeks left. With you know, if it was more than 1 day a week, it wouldn't be 2 or 3 weeks. But next is that home gym I was telling you about. That upstairs out there. It's gonna be like my little. This is one of my man caves. See, I'm not the type of guy that's gonna have one man cave. Like I'm gonna have like 3.
The whole house of man.
Whole house is a man cave, bro.
Everything's a man
I want to be alone. I'll go work out. I want to be alone again. I'll come in here and watch some TV.
Look, we're gonna have the hyper funk gym.
Hyper funk gym. I like the sound of that. Everything will be hyper funk. Ooh, that's a lot of
See, I like working out though.
Yeah, but I got a punching bag.
You seem like this. Oh, I like to train now.
I got a punching bag. I
like to train.
I got like a yoga mat. It's not just gonna be.
I do yoga too now.
That's what I'm saying. It's not just gonna be.
Okay. I do yoga, I meditate. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be a room, okay, for like everything. It's not gonna be like, hey, you come in here, hardcore workout with the weights. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be like that. It's
gonna
gonna
be a workout. I do country boy shit, man. Tearing up gardens, ripping down trees, nigga, trying to be Hercules, calling up a barbarian. But
and that's
no
good too. You know, I go outside here, I do some yard work. That's working out. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't done any because it's been cold as fuck, and I don't like cold. So I'd rather do
it's getting
inside
warm,
work.
man.
Yeah,
it's getting in the 70s, man. I've been going to the parks and shit.
No, I'm not talking about the past couple weeks. I'm talking about like winter. Winter is just now ending. So
that shit dead. Winter's over.
It's spring now.
I mean, it's not, but it is.
April, right?
Not in March. Maybe in March. Yeah, in March maybe. I don't know.
Who knows that shit?
I just know it's nice as fuck down here. I know up top though, especially in Boston, they still getting snow and shit, man. They getting beat the fuck down with the cold weather, man.
There's always something spilling.
Gotta love Georgia, man. Like that Ray Charles song.
Georgia? Georgia. On my mind. Where's your lid? Okay. On my mind. Oh, I took your lid. It's okay, they're interchangeable.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man.
You was talking about working out and exercise.
Nah, you
said something about. You said no. You just said something about that Georgia.
Nah. Before all that, yeah, all that shit back.
Last thing I remember was being selfless, but we were past that.
Nah, that was when we walked out.
You can take this.
Yeah, take that.
So getting shit done, man. Getting shit done. That's what it comes down to. Is everybody says they're not happy. Everybody says like they want different things done in their life. And, you know, maybe if I did this, I'd be happy, but they don't do it. You know, they go through day to day and keep talking about, well, maybe this would make me happy. You know, maybe it would. Well, maybe it would if you did it. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's what I'm trying to do in my life, and everything that I want out of it, everything that I think would make me happy if I did it, is to do it. And then if it makes me happy, great. If it doesn't, fine. You know, I'll find something else that might. So. I think happiness, I think that's the most important thing. Above standing or stature or what you're doing in life or your title or your how much you make. Don't get me wrong, money's important. You know, it has to be. It's what you live to do. Everybody lives for that, don't they? But
What you talking about, man?
talking shit about happiness.
What you rambling about, man?
Happiness.
Being happy.
Being happy. Yeah, they sticky. They just got sticky with that strawberry syrup.
It's hard to be happy.
Everybody trying to be happy.
No one got time to be happy, man.
Oh, I got in a fight with some drywall and lost.
Yeah, I know. Anytime I had this shit in my hair.
You better catch up, home slice.
Yeah, nah, look. What I was talking about, I remember I was talking about now. I had to get some fresh air, man. You was fucking distracted and shit. I think a lot of people out here lost, man, because motherfuckers don't know it, but they're addicted to social media.
Mm-hmm.
Not even just that. Motherfuckers don't have an opinion on shit until they read it somewhere else and get someone else's opinion on it. Man, that shit like, why y'all in love with the bullshit for, man?
And then you hear them saying the same shit they read as if it's their own opinion.
You know?
Like, oh yeah, but you heard about this? Well, this is what I think about it. Is it though?
Nigga, I read that in a post on Facebook yesterday.
Word for word. You just told me a whole paragraph. I know I saw it.
I read that too. No, for real though. Like I said, that's what I be hitting with girls. Listen, I like women who's like all natural, man. Like no makeup, no nothing.
Your girl don't wear makeup?
No nothing.
It's rare. That's rare beauty, bro. There's not many women in this world. I'm not gonna say not many, but yeah, not many. I mean,
a lot do, man.
A lot. Look, okay.
You just never fucking know, cause
not
not
many.
You know, you right.
Without makeup. Not many are beautiful without makeup. I'm not saying not many of them don't. I'm saying not many of them are beautiful without it. There's a lot of them that are. Don't get me wrong. Like none that I've been with. But I'd say it to them, you know, like, oh, baby, don't wear makeup. You're so gorgeous without it. Look, not always. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that was true. Like, there was this girl, I won't say her name, y'all can tell. She was like a little Colombian or sometimes.
Story time. You said, who's she? Colombian? Ooh, I like that.
Mm-hmm. I like it too. I ain't never known a Colombian girl. She was like half Colombian, half like Hispanic. I don't know what kind, like Mexican or El Salvadorian or some shit, but she was fucking hot. I fucked up and cheated on her. I ain't do nothing crazy. Like, look, we was barely like that. We ain't never had a conversation where we were like, we exclusive. You know what
I ain't nothing crazy. I just fucked the bitch wrong one time.
No, like so you know, like we was just talking about social media, right? Social media. Yeah. So like, me and this girl had kissed, and somebody took a Snapchat of it without me even knowing that shit on their phone, like walking behind us or something, right on the side, and then posted it on their story. And she was friends on Snapchat with whoever. She was at my house. We just laying there in the bed, cuddled up and shit. She on her phone. I'm like, okay, you know, I don't really sit on my phone like that. I was playing my PlayStation. And she goes, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh god. I didn't even know what she was mad about, but I knew it had to be me.
It was you. I don't know why you mad, but I know I did something.
And I was like, cause like I said, man, she wasn't my girlfriend. We were just almost together. You know what I'm saying? We were only fucking each other all the time. We never had that conversation, but it was kind of like known, you know. Anyway.
Yeah. I been talking about.
And then she was just like, she ghosted me. She's left completely gone. But she was I'm saying though, she never wore makeup. That was my point. She was hot as fuck, and I kind of like here. I was like 4 or 5 years later, bro, and I found myself on Facebook, and I found her on there. I was like, oh shit, there she is. So I fucking messaged her, and I was like, hey, I had been drinking a little bit, right? So I was like, hey,
a little buzz.
I had a little buzz, feeling a little ballsy. So I was just like, hey, I know last time you talked to me, I was like an asshole, you know. I was like, well, a lot's changed since then. I like to get to know you. No, never hit me back. So I was like, I can't really blame her. You know? I can't really blame her.
Yeah, try to be brand new. Hey,
I mean, can you really blame me for trying though? Like,
nah, you miss everything you don't. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Every shot you don't take, you said, right?
Yeah, every shot you don't take, you know what I'm saying? You gonna miss that.
You gotta shoot your shot. Yeah, swing and miss. It's okay though. I tried.
Nah, that's what it is, man. Listen, a lot of you right know, a lot of women do wear makeup, but a lot of them don't. I said there's a lot that do, but then a lot that don't.
Now take a lot that do and take a lot that don't, and tell me how many of them are beautiful without it, and the number's not that high. I'm not talking about attractive. I'm talking about like beautiful.
I smile big because black women are just without makeup on, they're gorgeous.
Now, I've met a lot of black women that don't wear makeup, and you're right. It's easier for a black woman than a white woman to look good without makeup because all white women cake that shit on their face.
I think that's a problem though. That's the reason. Like, I believe that they would look good if they wasn't wearing makeup for fucking 15 years, and now their skin under the makeup is ate the fuck up. Like, yo,
Yeah.
holy shit! You take the makeup off, be like, you sick, or you gonna die.
Yeah.
I look at like Alicia Keys. She take the makeup off, and she's still like, oh. Like, she looked good. Like, not to say she don't look bad. She looked good, but it's like makeup did damage. You can tell.
Yeah.
It does damage. Like, I don't know why.
I mean, it's all
like,
that shit in it.
man. Yeah, they don't know what the fuck's in it.
Even the shit they say is natural, like what is it, like bare minerals and shit like that.
Artificial as fuck.
All makeup is. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom, she wears hella makeup, and she always has ever since she was like 15. It does damage. Every girl I've been with wore makeup, but like I didn't mind it because I didn't have to worry about being with them 20 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, that's fine. You want to look hot when you see me? Look hot when you see me.
That's what I worry. I worry about like, yo.
You wake up next to them and you take a shower with them, and then they take their makeup off, and you're like, oh god, I gotta go.
As the hours, as the morning wanes, the looks becomes more and more digressed. Nigga, like, yo, you were 10 and you turned to an 8.
That's one thing about
when I woke up, but then at the shower you became a 6, nigga. Then whoa, you were 2. Oh, you were dude. You were
1.5, girl.
You a dude, nigga. Oh, I just saw Instagram my nigga when they have like full dudes like in a chair come out like a girl. Like, yo,
Yeah, they do that.
What the fuck is going on, nigga?
That's why everybody having sex changes and shit, because they say, look, I'll put all this makeup on, you never know. Wouldn't that make you kind of scared of like what you taking home? Like,
makeup is like a fucking, it's like a mask for real. It's a real life mask, but it fits your face, nigga. Like, yo, I done seen the most darkest bitches put makeup on and become light, and like, yo, and it look good. Like, hold on, that's like a lie. They yo, I ain't trying to back women though, but women be lying a lot. They had to push-up bras. I was fucking with a chick.
Look, you just say, look, hold on. Before you remember your thought, okay? Push-up bras and you had a chick. Okay, remember what you were about to say. You say you're not trying to bag on women. I am. I ain't gonna lie to you, because like, look, you can say all the shit you want to say, you know, feminism and blah 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 blah. Okay, but most of them feminists. Let me be real careful what I say. Half of them.
I don't know if I'm gonna hop on the train with you, my nigga.
Nah, what I'm saying though is, look, being a man has its downfalls in a lot of ways, but it has its virtues. Like, I wake up, I take a 5-minute shower, I shave, and I brush my teeth. That's it. You got women want to take 2 hours, my friend. 1 hour to shower, shave, do their makeup, do whatever the fuck else they do. At least, and then hold on, and then you got another hour. They gonna do their hair. They gonna pick out what they gonna wear. They gonna try 3 or 4 things on.
Your list already fucked up.
All right, so 3 hours.
Nah, look, it's gonna be 3 hours, but that shower is gonna be like 30 minutes, and the rest of that time is gonna be hair and makeup.
Yeah.
Cause the makeup, they be in that bitch for a good hour and a half, 2 hours. Cause you know they gotta do the eyes, they get the eyelashes,
The eyebrows,
the brows, nigga. Make sure ain't no chin, no lip hair. They gotta put the first layer of makeup on, the second hit the neck, get it again.
The reason I say that,
It's fucked up. Let me take this off again and do it again.
I ain't trying to be hurtful, but when the time comes that somebody does watch this, and women, I want them to understand that like you don't gotta do all that.
They watch it tomorrow.
You don't gotta do all that.
Let you know, cause look, we've been up for 25 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
They watch this tomorrow. It's easy. This ain't even no clip. This is gonna be just.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, but like I want women to understand the men that they're with might not even be with them if they didn't look the way they make themselves look. So how can you really ever know if that person really is with you for you? You know what I'm saying? So like, so don't do all the extra stuff. Do a little makeup. Don't get me wrong. Do a little bit if you want to.
No makeup.
I'm talking about like powder. I'm not talking about eyelashes and eyebrows and if you got a pimple, cover it up. Sure,
you
fine.
don't need nothing. Nope. You know why I say? I say that because there's a difference between glamour and beauty.
Yeah.
That glamour shit is that makeup. That beauty shit is natural.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. There's this one girl, right? I'll say her name, but I won't say her last name. Right.
Don't say her name. Don't name drop.
Her name was
You got name drop. You got
her
name
name
drop.
was Shakira. Ain't Shakira. So I ain't gonna name drop. Fine. But there was this girl in school. She was the most gorgeous thing I thought I'd ever seen. And I was like, I don't know, 15. I'd been with a lot of girls at that time already. I had a girlfriend at the time. But I saw this girl, and I was like, God damn. Like, she was wearing the little yoga pants. She was wearing like a pink sweater. She was hot as fuck. I was in gym class with her, and I was like, God damn it, dude, I would eat her asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nasty.
That's like that, like
it's a little bit, bro.
it's a little. No, like, that
in gym class, after gym, eating sweaty ass.
I would have maybe, but I was like, bro, that's how hot she was, and I was like, God damn it. So like, look,
I'll lick the
one
sweat out your
day I
ass.
got the balls to hit her up or to ask her out. Kind of neither one, but kind of both. I was like, I used to play hacky sack all the time, right? Playing with my hacky sack. I was a
You was into soccer though?
I was a little lame, no. I didn't play soccer. I was like a stoner kid, you know. I was
Me too,
like,
nigga, but
I played football.
I played soccer, nigga. The whole team lit. Yo, we all lit up before games, practice.
Football players were a little different, you know. You start.
No, I'm talking about soccer, nigga. I played soccer. I played football too, but I played soccer too.
No, I didn't play soccer.
I played basketball too.
I was good at hacky sack. I never tried to play soccer.
I did track too. To kill the team.
I mean, when you play soccer, you're not sitting there doing that. I mean, I guess you can.
You do. That's practice.
Yeah,
Dribbling.
practice. Yeah, I can do that with a soccer ball.
Yeah.
I just can't. I've never tried to actually play soccer. Anyway, so one day, so she was walking outside, right? I'm sitting here playing with my hacky sack. I catch it on my foot, catch it on my neck, roll it off. I can do that shit like 100 times, right?
For real. Shit, for real.
For real. And so one day she was walking outside, so I kicked it up, right? And I smacked it, and I hit her in the shoulder with it, like not hard, but I hit her in the shoulder with it. I was like, that's right, I hit you with my sack. What's up? Like I said, I was a little lame. And she was just like, she laughed, and I was like, damn, nobody laughs at that shit. So she laughed, and I was like, okay, cool. You know, maybe she likes you a little bit. And I was like, hey, you want to hang out sometime? She was like, yeah, you know, what's your phone number? Gave her my phone number. Went over to her house like 4 times, right? The first time I went over to her house, I was there for her. Like, I brought alcohol because she told me to bring alcohol. I thought something was about to happen. Something was going to happen. But her friend, her little slutty friend, was on the couch, right? And then she had got up or whatever she was doing, I don't remember, but she said she had to use the bathroom. So she went to use the bathroom. Here I am, a little tipsy already, fucking horny as fuck. Her friend over there laying on the couch looking good. So I stood my ass up, sat over there on the couch next to her. I was like, hey, started talking to her. She's like, hey, my name's blah blah. So I go, my name's blah blah, and then we started kissing. And we full force like making out, grabbing and rubbing on each other and shit. And then she comes and walks out the bathroom into the living room, and I was like, oh fuck. I was like, whatever chance I did have with her is gone forever.
Had threesome that night.
Nah, she was like, they were like best friends but rivals. They were like, if I get this guy, I'm throwing that in your face because you wanted him and he's here and I got him first. That kind of shit.
Oh,
that's the kind of girls they were. So like
a tool, huh?
Yeah, that's fine. I was like, use me. That's fine. But no, like after that point, I never got another chance with her.
Well, the other girl, she was like, I don't like you either, nigga.
No, she was on her period that night.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You fucked up, chose the wrong shit.
I was like, I don't care. He was like, no. I was like, damn.
Yeah, you chose the wrong shit.
I ain't give a shit. I was drunk and horny. I was like, throw a towel.
Dirty boy. Nah, look.
I ain't gonna lie about shit, man.
Bang on them bitches, huh? Y'all nasty. Nah, they be lying.
I ain't lying though. Hold on. Last thing. I talked to her for. The last time I talked to her was like 3 years ago. And I met her 11 years ago. So I talked to her for a whole nother 8 years. Still never got laid by her. That's what I'm saying. Like I fucked up royally.
I've been trying.
Oh, I tried plenty of times.
8 years me trying. I gave up. Fuck it.
I did. I finally gave
bullshit.
up. I'm gonna wait like 2 or 3 more years, right? I'm gonna try again.
Slide back. It's me from 11 years. It's me from 13 years ago.
15. Shit.
Hey, what's up, man?
You ain't seen
I'm
me
getting
in a long time.
paper. Check out my show. I'm getting paper. Push up.
She gonna
push
watch
up on me.
She gonna watch my show and be like, he's talking about me.
Yeah, hell
yes,
yeah.
I am. Yes, I am.
He trying to name drop me. I wish he would have said my name.
I'm glad you stopped me. I was never, like I said, you know, there's a million what's her faces in the world. You don't know what name I was gonna say. Or what her last name is. Or?
She don't know.
Yeah, she would know.
Look, I was saying fucking. Look, all I was trying to say is bitches wear makeup. They lie about their face. They wear push-up bras. Lie about their tits. You know, they got fake asses. They got the little
pants with the
little
ass shape.
Yeah.
And shit. Yeah.
They were wearing corsets too, nigga.
To make themselves skinny.
Nigga, I done seen a couple of chicks. You're like, yo, I seen you without that yesterday. You was big yesterday. Where all that go? Like, who these bitches be? Yo, like, yo, I couldn't imagine like taking a chick home and then, you know what I'm saying?
Taking all that shit off, her becoming a whole other person.
In the morning, nigga, you fell asleep thinking she was like 1:30 or some shit, and you wake up and she 2:30. Nigga, like, yo.
You ever seen an episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
No.
So, alright, so.
I didn't even see the episode yet. Nah, I didn't see it. I might have actually.
There's an episode, right? Yeah, you seen Fresh Prince?
Nah, yeah, I seen Will Smith and shit, yeah.
Yeah, so he takes this girl, or they all about to go out, and the power goes out or some shit while they're in the garage or whatever, or I don't know, they get locked in there somehow, power or something. And they locked in this little storage room. And this is the girl that like he brought home. He's about to take her out. They're about to like he really wanted her and shit, right?
Yeah.
And then they get locked in there, bro. They're in there for hours. So eventually something happens. She gets frustrated. She takes her weave off. So he's like, "What the fuck? You know, you wearing a weave?" And then something else happens, right? She takes her eyelashes off. Like something gets in her eye or whatever, and she's sitting here and she takes her eyelashes off. He's like, "What the fuck?" So and then something else happens, bro. There's something else fake about her. And then he says, "What is real about you? Are your nails real?" And she goes, throws them at him, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "What is real about you?" Bro, that shit hit me right here.
That's what that shit be for real, man. Like, yo, that's what I be saying. Like, yo, well, it's not even. See, when it comes to women, bro, it's like when I'm with them. Maybe they wear makeup. And like I already went, she wore, in the beginning, she wore a little bit of makeup. But I'd be like, yo, I'll take a battle. I'll fight a woman. I'll fight her for her not to wear makeup. Because she look better. Like, yo, it's a psychological thing. It's like I said, they're competing with bitches on Instagram that wears makeup for a living. So yeah. It's like, yo, you don't gotta compete with them, though. Because you already just, like I said, everybody, yo, you can tell me you love yourself. But when I look at you and you say I love myself, but you wear makeup, you got fake hair, fake nails, you wearing contacts, you got push-up bra, you got the fake ass on, got the corset on, I'm like, yo, look at all that you do. But you say, look how much you're changing your actual appearance. But you tell me you love yourself. That can't be true. It can't be. I love myself. I love my size. I love the way I think. I love the way I look. If I want to change that, I can change it. Like, yo, this is. You know what I mean? I feel like women. I don't know. Maybe women don't love themselves, man. Maybe they really just don't. They don't love themselves like that. They think they do, but they don't. That may be the game. It might be the game, man. Because a lot of people don't know what's going on with them. They just, I know what's going on with me, but then you dive deep into the situation. It's like, yo, I can tell you more about yourself than you can about you. I can tell you why you act this way, whether you accept it or not. I can tell you why you act this way. Me knowing why you act this way. See, they don't even know that. I said, there's a lot of control is crazy. Because if you understand someone's tendencies, that's control. If I know what makes you tick, what makes you mad, I control you. I control your feelings. You can be happy one minute, and then I come up to you and I say some words to you, and now I know I got you on a rage mode. So now you about to go fuck everything up, and you know what I'm saying? We gotta take more time with just us. I said, like, yo, that's why I be stressing so much with you. Meditate. I said, I do this shit every day. Because when doing it, like you said, that voice that argues with you, that voice will become louder. That voice will be now, while you're meditating, that voice is the voice over your voice. Now you're talking to this voice like it's there. That's what the books I read. Like, yo, we should treat ourselves like.
So when you say meditate, you just mean chill by yourself? Like you said, ain't none of that, whatever. No matter how you sit and nothing like that, you eyes closed? Eyes closed. Talking and thinking with your subconscious.
Breathe and think, man.
Breathe, like breathing exercises, breathing, or just breathe?
Through your nose, out your nose. Never through your mouth. In your nose, out your nose. Breathing through your mouth causes, it brings a sense of panic. An energy of panic. You're not mean to be panicking, but it stimulates panic when you're nervous, when you're scared. So you don't want to be like that. You want to do it with your nose and control.
Hyperventilating.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
But it's like, yeah, you just. It takes a while. Be patient, because something comes in the darkness. And being in your eyes closed in the dark, it's like you're gonna fight yourself because you want to open your eyes, you want to do something. But if you beat that urge, something is going to come. You're gonna get these ideas. You're gonna get this conversation with yourself that you can really understand yourself a whole lot more. I said a lot of times I find meaning in what I do by just meditating or talking to people. But when I talk to people, like for instance, my girl's really good at not saying nothing. Like at times I'm like, I wish she would say something, but most of the time it's like I'm glad I don't say shit, because she don't say nothing. It's just me talking to myself, and that's good. That's something you did that with meditate. You talk to yourself, meditate, tell yourself out loud, and it's like you can figure out, man, this is why I do this. That is why I do this. And then it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Find control. We never said, but for us, we never take the time to. Meditating seems so weird. It's like, but we will spend we'll spend 2 hours playing Candy Crush. You know what I'm saying? We'll spend 2 hours scrolling on Instagram. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Instead of sitting down with ourselves, we want to be distracted by all kind of other bullshit. I said, that's cool if we only gave ourselves some time. You know what I'm saying? But we never give ourselves the consciousness, that voice, any time. I said, like, yo, I feel like for the ego, we live in this world. The ego is the eyes open. It's a cold freeze.
It's supposed to refrigerate, not freeze.
But the ego is when we're awake. And the consciousness is when we're sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Dreams and shit like that.
Uh-huh.
I said meditation, man. So we don't be lost. Is the mind? Was it the mind, body? Was it mind, body, and soul?
Yeah, mind, body, and soul.
spirit, soul, body.
Mind, body, and soul. But spirit, soul, body makes more sense.
Body, spirit, soul. It's all the same shit. It's all the same shit.
Is it though?
Yeah, it's all the same.
Your mind is your spirit, but it depends on if you believe in the spirit or not.
It doesn't matter if you do it or not. You hear, breathing, you got a spirit.
A lot of people disagree. Like, my brother's one of them. No, that's not a bad thing. Oh shit. Well, you better catch up. Goddamn. You made me drink alone.
That's a good discussion though. It's like, oh, everybody do. Everybody got a spirit. Everybody got a soul. Everybody got a body. You gotta have all three to be a person. If you ain't got all three, you ain't a person. You a tree. If you got a spirit and a body, you probably a tree. You're an object now, nigga. You an apple, then you a pumpkin. The pumpkin has energy. Everything has energy. And if you cut a pumpkin, the energy changes. So that means that pumpkin gotta be conscious, right? You gotta know it's being cut if the energy changes.
You know, I was thinking about, you know how we was talking about like coming alive at night and like feeling different than you do in the day? I was thinking about why I feel that way. And at first, like I said, I've always kind of been that way. But then, when I say I've always been that way, I haven't. I've just never been able to sleep. That's not the same. It's not the same as feeling like a higher state of knowing what I want to do and why I want to do it. Like I'll sit up in here, bro. I sat in here for 3 hours thinking, not even doing it. I sat up in here for like 3 hours, looking around at this room and thinking like what I want to do, and then I started thinking about more shit and more shit and more shit. The reason I think that is because I'm not doing anything else, right? During the day or whatever at work, I'm always busy. I'm not thinking. So like even until like before my mom goes to sleep or whatever else is going on, I'm talking to her or I'm doing something with her or something, cooking, whatever. I'm never not doing anything. When I'm not doing anything is when I feel I'm at my best. And when I feel that like I have enough time to like figure out what I want to do and how I want to do it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think that's why I feel like such a sense of like purpose, or just my mind's racing and shit at night because it's when I'm by myself and I'm thinking.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
Like I said, a lot of, like, so you gotta understand this. I talk to a lot of people. A lot of people's mind don't race. A lot of people has nothing going on in their head. They're bored all day. Like I said, your mind, my mind, nigga, when I'm at the crib, nigga, a lot of times I'm sitting in a quiet room, staring at the wall. But I'm deep in thought. I'm planning shit, or I'm just, I said I'm really good at visualizing. So like, I can close my eyes and I can imagine me being on a train. I can literally like a dream, like see myself in a train, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really good at visualizing, so I be daydreaming in this space and shit, but I'm gonna say it's just time to myself. I haven't done that either till I went through, my experience, and then that's when I became more. I said, I didn't even meditate. I was like, meditating fucking retarded. Who the fuck? But then, in doing it, it's hard to explain, bro. Meditating is fun. It's only fun because learning now and doing so, we can control a lot of things that we didn't know we could control. Like I said, our body, when we close our eyes, our body, we're literally filled of energy. You know what I mean? So with meditating, it's called energy stimulating, and where you can move your energy different places on your body. I put it in my ankle, put it in my shoulder, put it in my knee, put it in my hand. And you can feel it. Like, you can feel the pressure, you can feel the building, you can feel a sensation. And it's like, yo, it makes it fun. Nigga, this shit trippy as fuck, nigga. Like, yo, This is what all the monks do, nigga. This is what they do in India. They be doing it, and I can see why y'all niggas love doing this shit, nigga. It's just like a. So it's like, yo, but I only feel like I've gotten this far because I've meditated for a year now. It took a year for me to get to this point where it's like I'm experiencing, I'm having fun with meditating. Where give me some, like, I meditate for a whole 2 hours. You give me the time, like, look, I was trying to sneak off somewhere and meditate for a little bit because it's like
this man don't sneak off and go see somebody. This man sneaks off and sees himself.
You know what I'm saying? Just to go into that world. Because like I said, in that world also, they say above so below is duality. Whatever you do outside something happens inside. So if I'm mad at this thing or this person out here, internally I'm mad at something too. You know what I mean?
Elaborate a little bit. Like internally you mad at yourself a little bit? Or were you saying like if you're mad at something out here,
you're more than likely mad at yourself. Whatever you get mad at, it's like, that's a whole nother deep. That's a whole deep conversation about the. But like I'm saying, like yo, if I'm sad, if looking at the world makes me sad every day,
you really sad about
internally
something.
I'm sad too. Internally, there's.
I'm sad. You think you're sad too, or you think you're sad about the outside because you're sad on the inside about something else?
Yeah.
That's what it is?
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. Yeah, it's like that. It's back. This is reverse here. Internally, I'm sad.
So you're projecting your internal feelings on the world.
Yes. Over your view, on your eyes.
So like you run into somebody who's pissed off. It's like realistically, they're probably pissed off about something
internally. He got some other shit going on in his body.
Kind of like that video you showed me a little bit. You remember?
No, I don't.
It's the one time that we actually watched something that one of.
Oh yeah, I didn't know what I'm talking about.
Kind of something along those same lines.
But no, I'm studying. This is really what it is. I'm looking at people too, like, yo. That's what I mean. Like, people don't know the influences. People wake up like me every morning. Go on Instagram. Go on Instagram. Let's say now I done seen Instagram. I hop on there. I done seen 10 bad bitches shaking ass. Now I'm like, yo, trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you go on there, you done seen mad people smoking weed, now you want to smoke. I'm like, I need to throw me a blunt. I know that they don't know that shit. They see somebody, they go on there, people are pissed off, now they pissed. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we taking the energy from people that we don't know. Not just that. We're also worshiping opinions of people that we don't know. We want 1,000 likes.
And life's all about, like, our own opinions. If you think about it, like the choices we make them based on our opinion of something we want to do, or of what we think it means. You know what I mean? So like if you're controlling what something means, you're saying like this is what's cool, or this is like look at what all these people are doing. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh shit, that looks like something I would want to do too, or something I think I should do. You know what I mean? Just like the shit that we do is the shit that's born of ourselves. Nobody, I didn't watch anything that made me want to do. Make a game room. You didn't watch anything that made you want to do what we did today. You know what I'm saying? Or
you ain't lying though. Nothing. Music. Nothing. I just
you know what I'm saying?
It was like, yo, that's just.
And that's the best kind of ideas.
That's the real you. That's the conscious you. That's the you inside. The ego want to be liked by everything. That's what I'm saying. The consciousness don't want to be liked by nothing. I just want to be me, nigga. I want to be me and be happy being.
You know, like man, I think about a lot. I think about like yesterday when I talked to you about how much I'm struggling with this work shit, right? I think why I'm struggling is because I'm not struggling with work. I think I'm struggling with you right here. I'm struggling with understanding what it is I want to do, and the realization that I'm coming to that I don't know if that's what it is, and that I think it's like deep into my soul that shit's troubling me. You know what I mean? No, but like what it is, even more than that, is I think I know I would love to do everything I want to do, like what I feel like doing. But how am I going to do that and have stability? But like you said, that shit comes with time, right? And that kind of thing is like, that's what it doesn't stray me away from it, but it pulls me away from it because it's like I want that, I crave that. You know, I don't want to like answer to somebody. I don't want to have to.
No man do though. No real man do.
No, but see, a lot of people don't think about that. A lot of people are just like, it's my job, it's what I do. I gotta do this. I want to go here. I want to go there.
Until I'm 65 years old and I die at 69.
See, I'm not trying to do this for 60 years. It's not happening. No, I'm not saying I'm not trying to do it. It's not happening.
like, no, I'm not doing it.
I'm not. No, like, I've thought about this for a long time, and like, I've woke up some days, and I'm like, this is what the rest of my life's gonna look like. And I'm like, I talk to myself, you know, I'm like, Tanner, this is what the rest of your life's gonna look like, bro. Like, you're gonna do this every day in, day out, get promoted to do this, to go do this, but regardless, your entire life is not yours. You never have time. What do you have time to do? You're telling me I'm gonna work 60 hours a week. I get one day, maybe one day, to do the things I want to do in life. The rest of that time I'm giving it to someone else. I'm not even making my own money. You know what I'm saying? I'm making money for somebody else. You know what I mean? You train me to do this. You train him to do that. You train her to do this and him to do this. All those people cycle together and you're training them to make you money. I don't want to make someone else money. I want to make myself money. I want to build my own legacy. How can I leave something behind for my kids when I have nothing to leave behind? What am I going to leave behind? A pension? Or a fucking retirement plan? Or a savings? That doesn't do them any good. I need to leave them behind a career. A life. You can't leave somebody money.
Fucking opportunity.
Right. You can't leave somebody money and expect them, especially a kid, to do right by it. And like, I was left money. I completely fucked up. I was younger, a lot younger, stressed and grieving, and but those are all excuses. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make your own choices. You know what I mean? And you're your own person. But like, the way I think about it is like, I can't leave behind a life for my kids. I die when I'm 40. Let's say my kid's 18, right? He comes in due 100 grand, or she, whichever. You're not leaving them a life. You're leaving them the means to start a life if they do that. Now with your own,
you raise them right,
train
them right.
Right, but even then, like, you got your own. Look, you got your own company. You got your own finances. You got your own people that do all that stuff for you, that you pay, that you trust. You have an entire.
That's the empire.
You have an entire empire of what you want to do in life and what they can do if they want to. If they want to sell the business, if they want to sell the business, you're dead. What does it matter? If they want to buy something else or make another business, whatever. But I'm saying, like, you can't work for someone else and leave anything behind for anybody, really, besides money.
You can't. And that's what I mean by, and that's what we fight against, man, because that's the selfish thing. The selfish thing is the working 9 to 5, times 65, get a pension, get a retirement plan, that when I die, I leave someone with some money, but then nothing to do with it.
Right.
I said, this is why.
And they got to form their own lives, and their own careers, and their own paths.
But in doing this, that's why in doing the work yourself, I said, this right here is a start. In doing the work yourself, you get to leave them behind. Fuck $1 billion. I leave you behind a business that makes money.
Yeah. So
like you said, whether you want to continue doing this, it's an option. You don't have to if you don't want to. But and even when you're still alive and you're growing up, you don't have to go work for Walmart or for Target or for this. You can come work for the family business, and then you can leave when you want to leave. And if that outside world gets too crazy, come back to the family business. Always gonna be here and shit. Like I said, but we don't do that. Other cultures do it. It's an American thing. It's not a black or white thing. It's an American thing. Other cultures, like Chinese people come over here, they got businesses, you know, Chinatown, all kind of shit. It's just like, yo, it's like the government. It's like the government and shit, man. The way the system works, and I always tell everybody, it's not a black or white thing. It's a rich or poor thing. They want the people that don't have money to stay with that broke mentality of working 9 to 5, they get a retirement. Even though he said, I'm working 9 to 5, making this company money in return, making someone else's kid. You know what I'm saying? Set up that future perfectly. Because like I said, it ain't your kids are gonna have to worry about it, but that your boss's boss, his kids are gonna get to come into a business that they already, you know what I mean? like I said, but when we grow up as, I talked to my dad the other day. When we're raised with no money, we grow up. Our parents are like, yo, when you get a job, you go to school, get a good job, then you can retire. But you know what a rich kid's parents tell him, his kid, you like that, you can build it yourself. You can own that. Don't get a job, nigga. Do what you can to build that job, to buy that job. This is how you run a business. This is how you do taxes. This is how you pay bills. I said, like, yo, when I was kicked out, going to the wolves, nigga, I ain't never paid it before in my life. Like, yo, we don't get taught how to pay bills or even how to invest in stocks. Like, I don't think my parents have stocks. I got stocks. Like, yo, y'all niggas don't. I said, but when we were raised by a class of people that's like it's a poor class. We come from poor people. I said, people think they got money, but they don't. They think $100,000 is nice. Niggas think $1 million is nice. That ain't shit. I said, if you want to feel like you wealthy, like you rich, nigga, I need $500 billion. You need to have a, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the money. Because if not, nigga, you're gonna be shitted on. Everybody shitted on. I said, like, yo, you talking earlier about the feminists and shit. The feminists matter about the rich people because they don't care about poor people. I said, they talk about men, and we don't. The regular man don't own a business to even be like, fuck bitches. You know what I'm saying? I can't do shit for any woman because I don't own nothing to help them out. I can't even what women do protest with you. So that's all we can do as men. We ain't congressmen. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get shit on, bro. Congressmen get paid millions of dollars for nigga just to give a speech. Can you imagine, nigga? You getting paid $1 million to go on stage and be like, how y'all doing? Alright, I'm out. I'm tanning. I'm gone. Right. Hit the $1 million in your pocket, my nigga. Like, yo, we at the bottom, bro. It's a whole scheme and shit, man.
It really is that way, bro. I think about this shit a lot. I'm like, especially when I think about, like, I look around, bro. I just drive around, right, on the way home and shit.
Yeah.
But I look around and I'm like, I look at the different cars people drive. I look at where they're coming from, where I'm going, you know. Yeah. I pull out somewhere, I see someone else pull out somewhere, and I'm like, what are they doing? You know? And I'm like, what am I doing? You know, I'm like, I think about, like, what I'm doing in my own little life and how, like, minuscule it is. And I'm like, I could be more. Mm-hmm. You know, I could be so much more than what I am. And I don't just mean in this world, I just mean, like, I mean, I do, but it's bigger than that to me, you know. It's like, I feel like I was just born in the wrong life. Like, I feel like I could run shit, not be somebody walked on. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we are. That's what all of us are. Anybody who's not like some fucking Bill Gates, Donald Trump, rich people. You know what I'm saying? Like those type of people. No, don't get me wrong. A lot of them worked to get there, but a lot of them didn't. A lot of them didn't. Especially their fucking kids and people like that are born into it.
They are born into it.
Like, one way or another, you gotta have money to make it. So you gotta be born into something.
Listen, hold that. But listen to this, right? Slavery. 20 years ago from now, what year was it?
200 years ago?
Yes.
1980 something. I mean 1800s.
1821.
Yes.
We were still unchanged until 1868. So these rich motherfuckers, how old Donald Trump? He's 80 years old.
I had no idea.
80 years old, yeah.
Something like that. He's not young.
80 years old. Let's say his dad was 80 years old. That's 160. That's 2 generations. 160 years old. So these rich billionaire motherfuckers, they're eating because of slavery.
A lot of them.
Yeah. That's it. So
there's plantations and shit. Yeah, I mean,
eating. Because that was only, let's say, 20 years ago, nigga. My granddad's alive. You know what he is? That nigga is 82. My great grandma's alive. You know what she is? She's 92. They still, that's a generation. That's my grandfather and my great grand. So it's like, yo, 20 years isn't that far.
No. Not when you got people alive almost 100 years.
It ain't that far.
It ain't.
shit, fuck it, 50. Let's say everybody died 50 years old. That's only what
4 people.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But
4 before me. So it's just like, yo, we ain't far removed from this racist, this system, and.
But I feel like the longer we hold it, the closer it is, regardless of how much time goes by. So you gotta think like, I'm not racist, you know that. I mean, it don't matter. Like, it don't matter if I am. It don't matter if my dad was.
Mm-hmm.
None of that matters, or his dad. Because racism will always exist. It's how much. I believe that there will always be select people that are always going to feel certain ways about select people. I don't think it's going to matter how well they know them.
Yeah. No. You got a point. Yeah.
There's always going to be those people that will be racist because of what they see and how they.
That's a human thing.
Yeah, I believe that's human nature.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
People fear what they don't understand, and then they form hate on that fear. So you got to think like people that. You got a point. Yeah. You know, people don't like black people not because they don't like them. It's just they're different.
They don't get them. Yeah.
Right, and so that makes them fear them, and that makes them hate them, and that makes them just racist. And that's where that shit is born from. And that's why
when it goes away, that's why I believe it goes away. You know why? Because the world is just interchanging, man. That's why it's just gonna die out. It's just like I said, it was 200 years away. Maybe give it another 300 years. And they really gonna care in America, black or white? Everybody gonna be mixed. You could be like, I can't stand niggas, but your daughter gonna be with a nigga.
right.
So I feel like you be like, I can't stand niggas, but it'd be for some other reason. It'd be like, I don't like that man because he always cheating on my girl, on my daughter. Or I don't like him because he got 3 wives.
Or it's the same thing with like names. You ever had somebody that had a certain name, you don't want to know another person named that name?
Hell no. That's a white thing. Hell no.
I'll never want a girl that had the same name as my ex. But that's because the thought of that name bothers me. Just like you growing up as a kid.
Yeah, well, you got a different story though, because that whole story with ex is that's a whole show story. Yeah, that's a whole different show story.
But it's like a black man killed. It's like a black man killed my brother. Hypothetically, I might not like black people anymore because that happened. It might not be anything about black people. It should be like that triggers something in my head that causes like a chain reaction. Be not like a black person.
In all honesty, it goes both ways though. Because the black people, like I said, as a black person, let's say a white man. Like you say, kill my brother. It'd be like
I'm saying,
you know, it'd be the exact same shit. Like
I'm not saying one way or another.
No, I'm saying that's just human nature. That's how that shit works. It ain't even like, so, well, you know what it is? Then we call that tribalism.
I don't think none of that, man. I think
it's tribalism, man. We got a tribe.
You know what I really think though? Like in my heart, in my soul, in my mind, in my existence, what I think.
What do you think? That we all fools playing a dumbass game and it really don't matter about all that shit?
That too. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. But I think people are what people are. I don't think you're born, or I don't think you grow up and become a certain way, right? I believe that is a factor. Don't get me wrong. But I believe you're susceptible to that factor because of how you are, right? You can have 2 kids. These are 2 kids. You can have 2 kids grow up the same way. The same shit happened to both of them. Here they are 20 years later, and this kid thinks that all Asians are fucked up because of what happened to both of them when they were kids. But this kid's like, nah, you know, I don't got a problem with Asian people. You know, I love this Asian girl. But this kid's like, nah, fuck all Asian people. They go their separate ways, but I think before any of that, they were created differently, right? And they're just 2 different people. This one thinks this way, and this one thinks this way. It doesn't matter what happens in their life. They're 2 different people. I think that's how all people are.
Yeah, it is.
I think that everybody reacts certain ways because of who they are, not because of what happened to them. And I'm not saying that doesn't affect it.
No, you're right. No, but it do. It do affect a lot. You know why? Because, well, it's because of the way we're raised.
Yeah, I believe that. I'm saying that's not all of it, though.
It's a big factor.
It is.
Because how we raised is where we get the gratification. You know, children like the bing, yay, you did a good job. They love that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, so if we react to one way and get a good reaction, you're gonna be like, that's the way we react. So, you know, it's like you said. I feel the same way. Like when 2 kids are born, or 5 kids are born, they're all born differently, but there is no hate for each other. They're all just playing. But like you said, then you go up on their lives. Maybe their parents feel some way, and whenever you say nigga, you get a reward, and you don't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some shit like that, where it's like, yo, your experience in your life caused you to have this hate or this love for another person or this people that say, oh, nigga, you don't gotta be. Some people hate fat people. Mm-hmm. Like they hate fat people. Like God, you be fat shaming. Some people hate hoes.
You know, I look at fat
drunks. People. They hate alcoholics. They hate druggies. People for real just like, you know, this way. Hate is just hate.
That's 2 things that like.
Hold on, I'm go back.
All right.
Top note. You got top note.
So there's a couple things that like I look at different people in different perspectives in a different light, if you will. So you got people that are fat. Okay. I get it. You get to a certain point and you feel like just life gets you down, you know, and you can't do nothing about it. It's not that you can't. It's that the reality of it, you can, is so harsh and so hard to do that it's easier to tell yourself that you can't. You're like, you know, you wake up and you're fucking 300 pounds, you're like, I can't do nothing about this. But realistically you can, it's just how much do you want to do it and how far are you willing to go to achieve it. Most people aren't willing to do anything to achieve anything. You know, they're just like, this is what it is, this is my life. This is my life. It's what I gotta do, it's what I do every day, and that's what it is. It's not what it is. I weighed 265 pounds not that long ago. I'd say less than 2 years ago. Maybe not even that long. That sounds, well, no wait, 1, 2, right at 3 years ago, I weighed 265 pounds. Right now I weigh 158. So, I actually got down to 140 and gained from there. So when people say when people say they can't lose weight, right? You heard that. They're just like, I just can't lose weight no matter what I do, right? Or, you know, like you said something about fat people, and that just made me think. You know, like, you know, I look at fat people. I don't feel sorry for them at all because I was a fat person.
You was Big Tanner, man.
I was fat. You know, you can say big or husky or whatever the fuck their doctors called it, overweight or obedience or whatever.
Obese.
There you go. Obedience.
Good dog.
Obedient. Obese. Yeah.
Good dog. Good Tanner.
Good Tanner. Good Tanner. Eat that Twinkie. Good Tanner.
Good Tanner.
Nah, bro. Like, you can say whatever you want to say, man. But like, I think that fat people, junkies, whatever it is, you're that way because of you. You can say like, well, I tried. No, you don't. If you tried, you did it.
Oh, Tanner talking from the heart.
That's right.
He's like, nigga, no, I know y'all being lazy.
I was bad on drugs at one point in my life. I fixed it. I got rid of it. It's been fucking almost 6 years since then. I was fat as fuck at one point in my life. I fixed it. I got rid of it. I feel better than I've felt in my entire life. So like people tell me like, you know, oh, you know, so-and-so is struggling with this problem. I'm like, yeah, are they? They're like, yeah. I'm like, well.
See, you know, what's crazy is that like, yo, we had the same output for that, because I'm the same way. Like, yo, this is one point in time where I was bad with Xanax. Mm-hmm. I was bad with painkillers. But it's like, yo,
to get that on those 3 things, boy. That was my poison. Those 2 things right there.
With the Xanax, well, first of all, it was painkillers first, and then from the painkillers, I got on Xanax from the painkillers. I couldn't get no more painkillers. Got a new drug, Xanax.
I didn't never know that.
But with Xanax, what got me upset, my nigga, was that it was a realization, nigga. I got mad. I was rolling. I got to it with my girl, and now I'm driving, nigga, on the highway, riding on Xanax, my nigga. So you know, with people that don't know, nigga, Xanax will make you pop in and out of consciousness you're driving 1 minute, and then you're blacked out, and you in a location, and you at another location.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, yo, I had blacked out, and I'm driving, nigga, and then I'm like, yo, what the fuck I'm doing? I'm driving, and I'm fucked up. Turned around, went home, made it home safe. Probably prayed. I prayed to make it home safe. We got home safe, my nigga. Then I stopped doing it. It's like, yo, and I was on a bad, my nigga. I was taking like, yeah, it was bad, man. Just taking the ladders, the fours, popping like 2 of those at a time, and just. I said they got bad, but then I said for me it was an experience. I got, going through that. I was like, yo, I don't want to be like this. I said, I wonder how many times people that are on drugs go to shit. It's like, I don't want to do this no more, but then they go back.
See, none of that ever happened tomorrow. I never felt I don't want to be like this. I never felt like I have a problem. None of it. None of that ever happened to me because I never had the time to not be fucked up enough for that to happen to me. So you had a moment of realization, or you had to have had some point where you weren't.
Yeah, click back in during the high state. And I was on. I said, you know how it is. You black out. But when I came to, nigga, I was just like, I was driving. I tell you that's what it is. Cause I was driving like, yo, I'm swerving, driving like, nigga, I could die.
I crashed my truck into a ditch one time. I don't know if I told you that. So my first truck, right? My first car was a truck. It was a Dodge or SUV, a Dodge Durango. I was in high school. It was this girl's house. I went over there. We had a forensic science project. I was taking muscle relaxers because I couldn't get nothing else. I didn't have no Xanax. I didn't have no oxys. I had nothing. So I was gonna get high one way or another. Trust me. So I said, all right, let's pop these little cyclos. So I popped them. I had like a bottle of them in my pocket. I popped like 3 or 4. My impatient ass didn't wait for him to kick in. I was like, I ain't feeling shit. So I popped like 2 more. And here I am, and with my book bag at her house to do some homework. That shit would happen. She got mad. She was a little druggy herself, don't get me wrong. She was doing some drugs. But she got mad because I wasn't coherent enough to do the work. So she told me to go home. I was like, I just took 2 more of those pills. Like, I can't drive. And she's like, you gotta go. I was like, what the fuck am I gonna say? No, it's your house. And I was like, okay, fine. So I go and get in my truck. Her friend wants to ride home. I was like, how far do you live? He's like, right down the street. I was like, okay. So I took him down the street, pulled in his driveway. As soon as I started pulling out, he knew I was fucked up, man. He knew. Like, he was worried about me. So I pulled out. I don't remember nothing else. I remember backing out of his driveway. I do remember that. I remember him like saying bye, and I remember backing out. That's it. That's all I remember. Next thing I remember, I wake up like a horror movie, like some shit you would see on TV. I'm upside down. My airbag's in my face. There's dust everywhere. The horn's blowing. I can't do nothing to stop it. My phone's dead. I can't get out of the truck. I try to open the door. There's sticks and trees in the way. I try to crawl over and open the passenger door. Same story. So I turn around and I climb, because I'm like this. I'm nosedive. So I climb up the back seats. I open the back door. I fall out and I hit the ground. I get up and I'm like, feeling myself, because when you're in shock, you don't feel like so I start looking around. I was in forensic science class, so all that shit was kind of like, I'm like, I know if I got in a wreck, I'm not gonna feel it.
I'm alive.
So I'm like,
yo, I'm still breathing. Hold on,
I was crazy. I was like, God damn,
upside down, nigga.
Whatever fucked up from the high I had was gone. Like, I was just adrenaline. Yeah. I was just like in survival mode. So I get my phone out. I had it plugged into my little Sony little car radio, because the USB port and shit, it was dead. So when I unplugged it, it was dead. Yeah. If I left it plugged in, I could have made a call or something. The iPhone was fucking Apple. So I go to the road. I got a flashlight. So I'm shining my flashlight. The phone's dead. I ain't got no way to go. I don't know where I am.
You don't know where the fuck you at.
I don't know where I am. I'm in a ditch somewhere.
Ditch in the middle of nowhere.
You couldn't even see my truck from the road. my shit was and what's funny is out of all the trees that I hit going in, 2 little trees about this big, right here, little bitty trees, stopped me from going into a lake, and I was unconscious. But these 2 little bitty trees were the last 2 trees my truck hit, and then little bitty trees stopped my truck. And had I gone through those 2 trees, I might not have been here to tell you this story. I might have just kept going.
You said the first time, nigga, you wouldn't be here. You got it the first time, bro. Like, I wouldn't be here. Little 2 tiny sticks saved my life.
They did, and realistically, me and my dad went to a car auction. So more than those 2 trees, let me tell you what really saved my dad. We went to a car auction. Now, I'm also one of those people that believe in like the ripple effect. Right, so when you say if I didn't make this choice, this wouldn't happen, or if I did this a little bit, right, but
all that shit. It's real.
But what? Yeah, ripple effect, butterfly effect, same thing. So when I say I don't think this car would have had anything to do with that, because we went to buy a car at the same day, right? Mm-hmm. We were going to drive out with that car at the same time on the same day. Mm-hmm. So none of that would have changed, I don't think. So if I had got this, I was going to get a Mitsubishi Eclipse. I don't know if you know what that is. Little bitty car. Little bitty racing. Little bitty racing car. I like them too. I like them so much. I was like, that's the one I want. We went to a car auction, Peach State Auto Auction. I was like, that's the one I want. And he was like, nah. I was like, what do you mean no? I was like, that's the car. You told me to pick the car. That's the car I want. He's like, no. He already knew. He said, nah. I was like, okay. What? Like, I got fucking pissed. I was like, fucking whatever then. The next car that came up was that Durango. I said, fucking get that one. I was mad. I was like, fine, let's just get that one. It was a nice truck.
The Durango was pretty good, man.
Now, had I nosedived into that ditch in that Mitsubishi, I'd have been dead. I nosedived into that ditch in that truck, I lived. I would not have lived in that Mitsubishi.
Maybe.
No.
Because who would have said
my front end was crushed?
I say maybe because of butterfly effect. With that Mitsubishi, maybe you wouldn't have even been in that whole situation to begin with.
That's what I'm saying though. I still would have left there at the same time. I don't know. I think
it was the same day?
Same day. Same day. You leave the auction at the same time. You sign the same paperwork. That's one of those instances that I don't think anything
would change. Nah, because you know what?
I never had to get the truck worked on. I never would have had to get it.
Check it out though.
I stopped and getting gas.
Check it out though. How about this? You get the car, you Mitsubishi, and then you just happy. Now you're just driving around here. Fuck the pills, nigga. You just gonna be riding.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Pedal to the metal, my nigga.
I was a pillhead. There wasn't one day.
You can never know though.
You're right.
I say that day you wouldn't have. I said that day you would have just been driving. You would have got the car you wanted, happy as fuck, man. It would have been a happy day for you.
I was still happy in that truck. I was.
I was saying, but you've been a little bit happier. Nigga. You would have been like, I got a Mitsubishi, you been trying to drift and shit. Nigga, I'm about to do this right now.
I still drifted in that Durango. I did. I didn't give a fuck. I said SUV or not. That's probably part of the reason. No, that's not why I wrecked.
You ready to tear fucking shit up.
I wrecked it because my ass fell asleep at the wheel.
I hate this car, Dad. Fuck this car.
That's really why I lived. I woke up, so obviously I fell asleep. So like I fell asleep at the wheel.
Nah, nigga, you lived so you could be here right now, recording this shit for an hour and 20 minutes, man.
Tell these other youngins not to do that same shit.
Can't tell nothing. Can't tell no one nothing until they actually. That's what I learned. Can't say shit.
That's right. It don't matter what you tell somebody, man.
Unless they actually.
Yeah.
If they come to you, Tanner, if you don't want this, then you can tell them everything you need to know. If they don't say shit, then it's like, what up, Tanner? You're like, hey, you should know this. And they're like, give a fuck about that, man. Who cares about that? I'm trying to get paid. Who cares about that, nigga? I'm trying to watch my favorite music artists on TV right now. So, you know, people, let's think about it, people, man. Humans don't give a fuck about shit until it happens. And then when it happens, they care. No one cares about nothing, man.
Takes time.
No one cares about nothing, man. Let's play Firebase.
Firebase. Are you sure? It's the last day we got. To play what's it called?
Alright, go ahead.
You sure? I mean, we don't gotta play it for hours. It's already late. It's already late. I know.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Is it?
Hell yeah. If not, it's they're close to it. I'll tell you that. Close.
12:40. Yeah. It's getting there. We're gonna get this shit.
10 the talking, man.
I like talking. Cut this shit down a little bit.
Peace and happiness to all.
Good.
Nah, for real though.
I know you don't usually eat steak, but I'm thinking next week I'm gonna make steak.
What kind of steak, man? All in sirloin.
No, it's gonna be like New York strip.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't buy sirloin. Sirloin, you have that shit. It's not real steak. That's like a shitty type of meat. You know, it's like a.
What sirloins get? It's a paste steak. They glue it together.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
You know, I seen a video telling you that they glue it together. I seen all kind of shit be made. It's really bad to see things get made because it's fucking gross, man. Like,
You don't want to eat shit no more.
I seen shrimp get made with a machine like with clay. Actually, nigga, I seen McDonald's just trying to do a 3D printer. You heard shit?
Oh, 3D printer? You know what I heard of them shit?
Food?
They put shit on that
Strike
game,
team is
right?
on the ground in the
Yeah.
OC. Weaver, satellite shows a dark
Food,
beam
though,
of
nigga,
power
when
no
they
Yeah,
burger,
you can have that.
My team
Eat a
is
whole
east on
burger at 3D
You
printer.
can have that. I ain't eating that shit.
This tastes like a burger still though.
Yeah, I'm
It
sure.
still tastes like a burger. It's still be the same burger, but it's just printed up.
They really trying to do that?
Yes.
Man, what's this world coming to, bro?
You're fucking American. You gotta let me know what. They ain't gonna care. It's America. They eat shit on a stick.
If you give it to them.
As long as the premise item says it's good.
That shit on a stick.
Nigga. I seen some shit that was crazy, nigga. I seen the video when they won. There was a I want to say it was CBS News, maybe.
Sounds right.
There was a video of them giving niggas the coronavirus vaccine, right? Nigga, the video showed them giving a man a shot, but never pushing down on a syringe. And he got up, was like, you know, after that he got interviewed, he's like, yeah, you know, it wasn't that bad, you know, I got the shot, it was good. I'm like, yo.
You ain't getting shit.
Nigga, I seen the video and he didn't get hit nothing.
What shot you got, homie? You got a needle poked in you, moved around a little bit, take it out.
And that's it, take it out. In and out. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You know that shit though. So I'm like, yo, I'm kind of worried about this fucking taking the vaccine. Like, yo,
I was worried about it before it happened.
I don't trust these niggas, man.
I feel like you ever seen that? I told you about that movie, what's it called? The Crazies or Carrie, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that bitch starts climbing on the ceiling and shit. Look, I really think that like it's gonna have some kind of dormant shit in it that we don't know about for a while. Or they gonna put some.
You see the CDC shit? They put out the CDC put out a little thing online about how to survive a zombie apocalypse.
Nah.
Nigga.
CDC put that on there?
The CDC, yes. In Atlanta, yes. How to survive a zombie apocalypse, bro.
Why would they do that? Unless they were expecting one.
A zombie.
Hey, hold up. Back your ass up.
I'm about to book your ass. I was out. I was gonna slide.
It's a partnership. You can't leave without me. Alright, go.
You found your car. You found a way. Wow.
That's not the point, son. I have to make you something to eat before you leave, though.
No, I'm cool, bro.
Nah, bro. It's like tradition now.
Tradition.
Yeah. I've made you something to eat every time you come over for the past like 2 months. Huh? No, I got some. I'll make it quick. It don't gotta take long.
I don't know, man. I could do this all day, I think.
What, this game?
I mean, in real life, I had some good guns, nigga.
Yeah, until you get bit.
If I had good guns and zombies,
Give me an antidote.
No, nigga.
Give me like an antivirus.
No, you don't. If there's zombies like The Walking Dead, my nigga, you good.
Oh yeah, you good. Yeah,
You good. I'm good, nigga. If they just walking around and slow as shit, nah. You do this shit all day.
All day. As long as you got ammo on a good gun.
It's only if they're like, you know what I'm saying, what's it? Was it 30 days later? When they running and shit,
28.
Yeah, 28 days later, when they running and shit, you got her full speed, and they running full speed too. Like, no.
28 days later and 28 weeks later.
Yeah, 28 days later. Remember, shit's been the zombies are fast as fuck.
Yeah.
You can keep that shit, man. There ain't no way in hell. I used to buy that. How about the Land of the Dead zombies?
The what then?
Land of the Dead.
Land of the Dead? Shit.
They got guns and shit, nigga. They can shoot guns and shit, nigga. Like, yo, the zombies can shoot guns.
Dawn of the Dead, you stand more of a chance. It's still the same shit though. I think they still got smart too.
They did. It's the same zombies, nigga. It's give it a little bit of time, nigga. We're gonna be able to shoot a gun. Boom, nigga.
Requisitioning this weapon.
I don't know. Zombies seem like fun. The idea seemed fun, but
The reality,
you know what I'm saying, probably horrifying. I can't imagine cutting holes and heads all day.
I could. I don't think that would be the worst part for me. I think it would be the realization that I was gonna die eventually. Even though we know that now, you know, I think it'd be like worse. You're running from death all day, every day. We think we are now, but imagine really running from death all day, every day.
Real life zombies, nigga.
Get out of the car.
Wanna stay in the car? I feel safer in the car. Oh, that's you.
There's a decoy grenade right here.
Tagging just for pickup.
A decoy grenade. You want it? You throw it and the zombies will chase it like a monkey.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah. It doesn't blow up on impact or anything. They still chase it.
These would be good zombies to kill too, man.
Yeah, right now.
I mean, as long as they don't, you know, level up though. I mean, that'd be some bullshit, Resident Evil shit, my nigga. Where you just every year they get stronger and bigger, my nigga, till you fucking fighting zombie
monster,
you know,
giants,
creations. Like, yo, who made this nigga? I thought this was an accident. This don't look like an accident anymore. It's like it's on purpose.
Found the mystery box.
Armed and ready.
Where you at?
Yeah.
Have eyes on mystery box. Attack rifle. Visionado. Now this is a rifle that's perfect.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do is activate those trials though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You get the what the fuck was going on? Oh, the Ray K.
Yeah, Ray K. Yo,
Ray
Ray KKK. Try to get that shit.
That's not a good name.
I'm not allowed to say KKK. Bro.
That's not a good name.
Fuck that.
Hold on, Ray K. I cut the K's out. How many K's was that?
Ray KK.
That was 3 K.
Ray KK.
We can't have that many.
Can't have 2. You can have 2 though. It's the Ray KK. Ray KK.
Let me look up at this guy with a box on right here.
Where's this guy? You know, is your shit empty?
Yeah, it is.
About time. I think I'm still 1 ahead of you.
Nah, man, we even.
I don't know. I think I filled your cup up and then I told you to catch up, but I think you're still full. I think you're still behind. What the? Screaming spiders. Yeah, I'm gonna mop this room because I've done spilled a lot of shit in here.
Yeah, me too.
It's gonna need to get mopped. Oh yeah. Let me pick this ice up. Little clumsy bitch. Yeah. A good mopping won't hurt it.
Wax on, yeah.
Wax on, wax off. That's right, Daniel, son. Shit. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, bro, that shit happens to me when I drink. My grip just loosens, whether I want it to or not. I've been at the bar and like, I've been walking, my drink just falls right out of my hand. I'm like, what the fuck? Casper took no shit. You know what I'm gonna start doing though? I've like decided. I'm gonna start making different cocktails. I'm talking about like Bahama Mamas, Pina Coladas, fucking different drinks. I'm gonna learn how to make them and I'm gonna start making them. So when you come over here, it's not gonna be like margaritas or shots. It's gonna be like, motherfucker, you want sex on the beach? You want a margarita? You want a Bahama Mama? You want a blue motherfucker? You want a Pina Colada? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have, you know what that is? Oh, you ain't never really partied, bro. The blue motherfucker, bro, that shit's where it's at. I love them shits.
Is it really where it's at?
It is. Especially at the bar. The bar is where it's at, yeah. You get fucked up real quick.
How quick?
Real quick. did you hang that poster up? Alright, Queen, go. Did you hang that poster up? Cool. Here, you can have this.
What is that?
Hand sanitizer. Oh, I don't want it. I just don't use it. You can have it. It's yours. You know. Some Shady, 50 Cent, Tupac.
Oh no.
Why not?
Because I don't know where to put it at. Because I can't put it in the studio, man.
Why not?
The studio told me not to.
Did it?
Yeah, hell yeah, it did.
How did it do that?
Well, I grabbed it and then I put it up. Well, I grabbed it and I brought it in there, and then the studio was like, nigga, you're not about to put this in there. You're not gonna hang it up. On my wall, well, it's because I write on my wall. For real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little ass kid, I got chalk walls in my studio.
You told me that.
I write on my shits. And this is, I run on all four walls.
Mm-hmm. So you gotta have space to write, so you can't hang it up.
Yeah, there's no, yeah. That's a big ass, it's a big ass picture.
It's all in ceiling.
The ceiling. You never thought of that before.
It's ceiling, bro.
How the fuck do you do that? Put clamps on her? Guess you could.
Anchors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were just here.
I got a picture on my ceiling.
Dude.
Megan Fox. She got my ceiling.
You're sick.
Why?
You sick. Only imagine.
She watches me while I sleep.
Only imagine, yeah. Why you still, why you beat?
No, she got clothes on and shit.
She wants to sleep while I beat. It don't matter, nigga.
Yeah, it does. I don't have that good of imagination, bro.
No?
Mm.
You can't imagine it dead?
Mm.
Man, that shit suck.
I could imagine it, but like,
My shit lit the fuck up, bro. I
nah,
I see her naked, titties out,
nah.
with a roast beef pussy and all that shit.
Roast beef. Damn, she got beat up, huh?
She got the Arby's, man. She done had the meats, my nigga.
She has the meats.
She done got all the meat.
It's funny.
That's the
She got the meats. Huh? Megan Fox, she has the meats.
That's where meat goes, man.
That's where it goes. She don't gain fat on her ass. That shit goes all to her pussy, bro.
All to her pussy. Yeah, Megan Fox. I don't mean that, Megan. You know.
Yeah, he does.
Sorry,
she don't hit me up before she hit you up.
Yeah, right, nigga. You crazy. I'm a rapper.
I'm the tanner.
I'm a part-time rapper. What you talking about?
I'm a full-time tanner, bro. That's all she needs.
I'm a part-time.
She said, you know what? Today I want to get my tan on.
Part-time photographer, part-time actor. I'm part-time everything.
I'm a full-time pimp. Watch out.
She don't like pimps.
She does, bro. She says she want me to make her some money.
Oh!
You know I got the keys to the Benz.
Keys to the Benz.
Yeah.
You sound like John Eminem. You sound like not Eminem. What's the other nigga's name? What's the other white guy name?
Jeezy.
Yeah, you trying to be G-Eazy.
Mm.
This man trying
I'm T-Sleazy.
You trying to be Logic.
Oh no, I'm not. Believe you me. They call me Billy Ray Tanner.
Trying to be a full blood Logic.
I'm the one and only Tan Man. I may not be that dark, but I'm tan.
But I am too.
Mm. You may think you're Tanner, but I'm Tanner. No matter how dark you get, I'll always be Tanner. Just remember that. Why are you getting all this shit? Where's my shit? You got a blue shotgun? You're a whole bitch. That's what you want. You a whole bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not even half a bitch. You're like a whole bitch.
It's lay down. It's lay down little niggas, man.
Nah, bro, lay down big ones.
I mean, nah, I take too many shots when I'm big ones. She take like 5 shots. I want to be close by. I take like 6 shots.
Hey, you want to go skydiving with me?
No.
Why not?
I'm skydiving.
I really don't think I have. What?
You think I'm gonna risk my life?
It's not a risk. It's like
How about
it's
the
like
sky?
a 1 in a million risk.
Yeah, I'm cool with that, man.
Come on, bro. You're being a bitch.
No. See, my girl pretends to get girl skydiving.
She want to go?
Yeah.
Well, I'll go with you and her. How about that?
It's like a nigga. I ain't
You
going.
you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You make your friend happy and your girl happy.
They ain't killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I ain't going. Wow.
Fuck it, it's alright. Is that you?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hold the fuck on. I remember when I was a pussy too. So.
Oh, man,
We were all pussies once. You gotta evolve into a man.
I was in a pussy.
Yeah, and then you stayed that way until you met me, so.
Nah,
Now you gotta become a man.
I can't lie to pussy. I was never pussy. I'm real,
That juice must have never really washed off you. You know, you just.
I was a tyrant, man. I was real ignorant, real ego happy, man. I fucking make up say, all you gotta say is fight. I'm like, yo, let's get it, man.
God damn, are you trying to get me killed?
Level 1 zombie now. Come on, man.
Not all of us got a blue shotgun.
Level 1 zombie, man. We'll see it like
I really do need to get a better gun, though. Alright, I want you to go to that T shape on the map. You see it in the bottom right. Here, let me drive. Let me drive. Yeah.
T-shirt.
I don't know how to drive. I just got my truck yesterday. You like my soundtrack?
Yeah, who? No, how it's that devil music right here.
It's that Call of Duty Zombies.
It's that shoot your mom and the baby right here, man. It's that push a girl in a headlock music right here, man.
Only if she acts up. Should just hit the fan, so I gotta press pause so he don't die. So I cook for a living, so I like to cook and shit. So I think I'm gonna make some food tonight. I don't know what to make yet. I'm trying to think about it. What do you think? Burgers? No. Too simple. Too original. Not original. Too unoriginal. So, you got a whole bunch of people. You got a whole bunch of problems. A whole bunch of people with problems, and they think that, like, I paused it because you about to die.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, you set me up then.
No, I actually, you got this. I pressed my little health bonus, so you actually got some time. You're not gonna die right now. You gotta shoot this guy in the arm. Yeah, you're dead now. Alright. We close though. Don't get back in that truck. That truck's about to blow up. I had to eject you out the truck. That's why I paused it. We had to get out. Am I yellow or purple?
Hit that shit. Bitch ass go.
Here we go. Great, put some zone bitches.
God, damn, what the fuck?
Oh, I went down. You went down.
Frankie. Damn it. That's another team gone.
There's dogs and all kind of shit came out of nowhere.
Wow.
Alright, straight though.
That's a hard dick in the ass right there. Just got bent over and fucked.
I think we lost.
Yeah, you got bent over and fucked just like I did.
We lost.
Whole
Damn,
long
man,
ass,
goddamn.
15-inch dick in your ass, bent over and fucked.
Oh, hey, now. Hey, hang on now.
That's what it was right there.
Alright.
Hit X or some shit.
Is it me?
You better dip.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm making some food you ain't leaving yet.
Come on. I got the broadcast. Let me for the broadcast.
Oh. Yeah, we gotta do that.
Okay,
I was just gonna let